Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I read your comments from yesterday. And some of you said, Claus, just get the 121B. Don't worry about that KV Crestle 4 thing and the IS5. Get the 121B. So I thought, well, okay, let's do a video on the 121B today. It's the holder from Moldor. The holder from Mordor. He's obviously a Lord of the Rings fan. He's playing the 121B without the skin. We're going to watch a game in the 121B, which is the other Bond tank that's available in the Bond shop. 20,000 Bonds for this one. The ones that we featured yesterday, the IS5 or Object 703 it's called, and the KV4 thing, Kiddo Krisletsky or something, they're 15,000 Bonds each. I can't afford both of them. I've got about 24,000 bonds, so I could just get this one. Let's watch this one. The 121B. He's really good matchmaking. Tier 10, 9s and 8s, and he moves up here to catch some guy that's going to make it up. No, no one does. And he gets spotted, and he is able to, boom, plant 389 and something. And he's showing his ass. He's letting his ass flutter towards the enemy, but the enemy has not shot him. And he puts another shot into it. Beautiful. He is playing this position because there's no artillery. He doesn't have a lot of gun depression, and he's playing this position. Shout out to you, buddy. What kind of a shot was that, Wargaming? Is that the, oh, you've spent 20,000 bonds on a 121B, therefore your shots will hit? Is that what that was? Like, wow. And he's just punished that guy and bounced 2 shots. Oh, yeah, shit. You got the... snaps one as he's... what? What kind of gun handling is this? What kind of DPM is this? Holy shit! He is shooting 261 pen, 390 alpha, just punishing. Oh, that time he missed. And he's switching to heat now because he sees a tier 8 heavy tank. 350 heat? Wargaming, are you serious? 350 heat? I guess I gotta get the 121B, guys. I guess I got... You're right. I should get the one... Wargaming, come on. 350 pen heat? Heat does not lose penetration with distance. Like, what is the point? Okay, I gotta take a little bit of an aside, guys. Hold on, a little bit of a rant coming. No, just not a rant, just a snap! Just an aside. Wargaming. What is the freaking point of having tier 10 super heavies, you know, like the Mouse, the 100 type 5 heavy? What is the point, IS7, of having tanks like that with the front of the super? They're slow and they're supposed to be breakthrough heavies, and they're supposed to go to positions and tank for their team. And their front armor, even with angles, effectively is like 300 at the most, 250, 270, 300, 310. And then you just give a tank 350 pen. So what's the fucking point? This game. I guess this tank is just in the game so that you can spend your bonds and you know that you got an amazing tank. Like, of course, people are going to spam heat, Wargaming. I guess that's what you want. I'm sorry. I'm speaking to the deaf. They don't give a shit. I guess the reason this has 350 pen heat is because they want you to get it, and they want you to shoot heat. And you're going to have some fun games. You're going to just churn through these heavy tanks like butter. That, you know, regular ammo is going to have trouble going through the front of that tank, especially the lower plate, even if it's angled like that. You're just going to churn through the heavy tanks like butter. You're going to churn through everyone like butter. Turrets, doesn't matter. STB 1 haul down, doesn't matter, because you have 350 pen, and you get to have fun because you spent 20,000 bonds, and you get to kind of ruin fuck tier 10 games. They're just a shit show, right? Tier 10 is just a shit, just a waste of time almost. because there's tanks like this running around, you know, Object 279Es and stuff. So what you're saying is, Wargaming, that we get to spend our bonds so that we can get something like this, and then if we want to really have some fun games, we just spend shit ton of credits and have some great games and lose credits. So we can go out and fund our spending by getting a premium count or buying some premium tanks. I guess that's the strategy. Strategy's working. You know, well done. But I'm going to put this is the No Bullshit channel. I'll put up my hand and say this makes the game a joke. Wargaming, this makes the game a joke. That's the simple way of putting it, right? Why don't you give some tanks 500 pen, Wargaming? Just do that. Why don't you have a reward tank that's going to cost us 50,000 bonds and it has 500 pen? A premium round with 500 pen. You just press, you know, infinite pen. So we just press number 2. We spend 1 million credits per. This I can fix the game one way. Have a reward tank that costs 50,000 bonds, 100,000 bonds, and its premium shot is a laser guided missile that has 1,000 pen, and you don't have to point at the enemy. You just do this. You go snap, and it goes boom, and it pens every time and hits someone. It hits the player on the enemy team with the highest personal rating, and you know, focuses on him first. You don't even have to leave the base. You just go snap, 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 and it goes zoom, 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 and you automatically win, unless your team is all Muppets. Why don't you do that? You know what? I bet people would buy it and they'd have fun. Oh, look at me! I got 10,000 damage in this game. My laser-guided missiles did a good job. Okay. So obviously a fantastic tank. His third mark, well done, Holder from Mordor, from the CSA clan. Shout out to you guys. I forgot to shout you guys out. He ended up doing 11,736 damage while I ranted. And, you know, he lost a shit ton of credits, except that he's got all these boosters on. Action, battle payment, personally, he ended up making credits. Without the 70, 40, and 50, it would have lost a shit ton. He spent 134,000 on ammunition. Well done, buddy. Let's watch Pre-Drag from the Sod clan. Shout out to you guys playing the regular 1-2-1 with the fancy skin. Nice. And we'll contrast this to the 1-2-1B. Now, this 1-2-1 has regular ammo, 262 pen, 440 alpha, which is nice. Having that extra alpha, and the heat round is not 350, it's 340, 440 alpha, and then an AG round. And you, as you can tell, the exuberance has left me. You know, guys, tier 10 is such an unbalanced shit show. I guess this video, you know, I wanted this video to be about comparing the 1-2-1B and the 1-2-1, because you guys said you should buy the 1-2-1B, which I think is probably a good idea. It seemed really, really good. But maybe the video should really be about why bother playing tier 10 super heavies, slow, heavily armored tanks, when you got medium tanks like this running around that'll just churn through you like butter, right? Those super heavies have had no chance at all. None. No hope. No chance at all. They're slow. They can't get into position. You get 2 or 3 or 4 of these or similar medium tanks in the game, and they're just going to farm you. The tier 10 has just become... Why do you always have to make things... You know, you add things and you power creep things, wargaming, and you always make it worse. Like, why? Why do you always make it worse? Like, don't you know the song, like, take a sad song and make it better, right? Why do you have to take a sad game and make it worse? Like, why do you have to make it worse? And although I'm speaking to the deaf, dumb, and blind, because you know, the stat padding, the stat patters and the fanboys and the people that spend a lot of money on this game say everything's perfect, and I like my medium tanks, and I want to be able to churn through those heavy tanks quickly and win the game. So they'll disagree. those players will disagree with me. The only people that will agree with me is the 90% of the player base that's, you know, the regular schmoes that just want to play this kind of a balanced game and have some fun. And the point is, with this power creep and these ridiculous heat rounds, you've made a whole class of, you've made the super heavies and the slow tanks. It's just a waste of time. What the hell is that guy doing? You wanted to leap off to his death? Like, if the game's not balanced, if it's so unbalanced with the penetration and the DPM and the field mods and the purple gun rammers and the, you know, all the shit we have now, 350 heat pen, so a medium tank can churn through a Type 5 heavy in a minute and 12 seconds. Once you destroy the balance so much, wargaming, you end up with there's some meta tanks that are you know, you can carry with and that are powerful, and there's some tanks that suck. You've created such a disparity in the performance of tanks that there's some tanks that if you bother to go grind down the lines, you're just wasting your time, and it's a horrible, pathetic experience. Like, why grind the Type 5 heavy? Why grind the mouse? Why grind the E100? Just get yourself the high pen heat mobile medium tanks and some TDs. Anyways, okay, let's get back to what was I trying to talk about in this video. Was comparing the 121 and the 121B. It looks like the 121, obviously a little longer a reload and a little higher alpha, so a slightly different playstyle, but very similar because they're the same shape and they both lack gun depression. Oh, you didn't hit the armor. You hit a Russian pixel that's not armor. It was a non-armor pixel. It's an armored vehicle, but you hit a pixel that's not armor, so you bounce. I guess even with 350 heat pen, that wouldn't have penned because it didn't hit armor. Because Wargaming said so. This guy's playing like a boss, and I really don't give a shit anymore about. You're doing really well, buddy. Pre-drag, you're doing well. It looked like you guys were so overmatched on the hill that you would lose, but you just played like a boss. Just don't even aim. He's firing heat, guys. He's got 340 pen. You just don't even have to aim. Hit the lower plate, it'll pen. Hit the upper plate, it'll pen. Hit the screen, it doesn't pen, because Wargaming said tanks now have screens. Is that supposed to be the balancing factor, Wargaming? I guess that's how it balances right now. You get the super heavy, as long as you use your screen properly. Is that how it's supposed to work now? Has this game become that's so much of a shit show that 350 pen can just snap through the armor this fucking thick, right? This thick, you can just go right through it. But if you hit a screen, you do 0. I guess that's the that's how it works now. This guy's just fighting like a boss, and my commentary's gone downhill because I just I think it's all fucking stupid. But this guy is just running for his life now. He has given us just a beautiful... guys, turn off the sound so you don't have to hear me complaining. And watch this guy just have an amazing game. Well done. And he's got one more. Oh, you didn't need to take that hit, buddy. You did not need to take that hit. But saved by your teammate. Couldn't have watched a better game. He ended up with steel wall, high caliber and top gun. Well done, my friend. 6,766 damage, 6 kills, and he lost a shit ton of credits because he didn't have the boosters on. But guys, let me know in the comments section. Okay, yeah, the 121B is a great tank. It's probably a good choice for bonds. That's a given. But my ranting and the stuff I was talking about in this video, give me your thoughts, because this is, tier 10 is Wargaming. You've power creeped the game so that some tank classes are irrelevant, and it's so unbalanced. Like, seriously, 350 heat pen, like, it just blows my mind. What's next? The guided missiles with 500 pen? It's just to me, The No Bullshit channel, it's stupid. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts down there. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.